Words mirror emotions like shadows mimic objects. They both supervene like mathematics and reality. Reality has a dual form, one physical and one mental norm. The former is mathematical and easily explainable. The latter is self contradictory in the world of imaginary. Poetry supervenes this imaginary universe in the form of a prose or a verse. Verse is the old tradition which blooms in the limits of cognition, couplets, rhyming, pattern, alliteration. Such limits on poetry glows up its beauty, subtle words and aphorisms acting like metaphysical prisms. They split emotions and feelings into hundreds of different meanings, each specific to the reader's life, his secret, his ambition, and his strife. These meanings are alive. They walk, talk, and they thrive. These meanings create entities, thoughts, habits, cultures. As time goes by, their strengths augment, like water draining from sink to the vent. Streams are slow at the start, beliefs are singular at the start. As streams come together, they become faster and faster, like the beliefs which are merging, polarizing, strengthening, and intensifying. Imagine that this flow time scale is the same as humanity time scale. Imagine that the flow stream lines represent and thoughts. You would expect them to conflate as newer generations descend, the way streams assimilate as they swirl down the bend, and they come out, strong, haphazard, loud, converging at a spot like a singleton thought. May I propose this singleton concept to you, dear readers, as a hypothetical state where our emotions are heading, where poetry is heading, where our minds are heading. To explain more clearly, I see thoughts and beliefs separately. Thoughts are fluid, beliefs are solid. Let's make each of these terms more lucid. Thoughts are the ideas and concepts you acquire from surroundings. They evolve, grow, die, and modify, and they spread like virus. They intensify on integration of cultures. Closer the people are, closer the minds are, closer the cultures are, thoughts sink together. Their strength amplifies in unison to reach towards a singleton stage. In these times of internet, this is highly likely to occur, owing to social networks, capitalism, and notions of herd intelligence. Beliefs are predilection of an individual whose sources could be genetic or childhood experiences. We mimic our childhood as we grow old. As time goes by, these beliefs will get superseded by singleton thought, most likely, and influence all aspects of humanity: arts, politics, science, economy, and poetry. But poetry resides in limits. It grows virally within the clutches of word sequences, styles, and tones. At least this has been the trend in the past. I suspect that in future many poets will get clutched in the chains of singleton thoughts. But poetry is an individual art to express your beliefs, your personal beliefs, in an aesthetic and contagious form. Poetry is the mirror of your beliefs. Amidst this fight between beliefs and thoughts, most poets in future might get attracted to singleton thoughts since it's globally tempting and rewarding. A conscientious poet, realizing this conflict, will try to find a way out. In an attempt to express beliefs, a poet will realize how difficult it is to not think of singleton thoughts, and how blurry is this boundary. Dark clouds of thoughts will hide these shiny droplets of personal beliefs which used to be the building pillars of poetry in the past. As time goes by, as these shiny droplets become difficult to retrieve and boundaries difficult to perceive, a potential way out is likely to use the sun rays of silence to vanish the clouds away, vanish the droplets away. Detach your mind away from the clutches of thoughts, and instead of excavating beliefs, you find an empty space where you don't feel to express anything, where you don't feel to feel anything. When poetry goes silent, when poetry achieves silence.